Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the noob and I call myself Xenso. Well, today I've done something off camera and I'm about to show you what I've done. So, shall we just jump right into it? Let's do that. I do have some problems here, but this is actually the cemetery is done. All of these take 1,000. No cars are allowed to drive in there. No civilian cars, that is. Everything else is allowed to drive in there. Big parking space outside. A crematorium. Some park buildings inside this cemetery. And of course you can walk both on the upper level and the lower level here. Do have some problems with getting workers, so since I do have a demand for people and for commercial, and I've teared down a lot of industries here, and I've taken away a couple of commercials here, and I've actually made a couple of bus lines, one that stops here and pick up people both in the bigger region up here and the little village down here, and I've actually built out a couple of houses here as well, little housing projects with an old style looking thing. So I'm hoping, because I do lose the buildings once, if they don't have enough workers for quite a long time, the building disappears, and it's something that I don't like actually, since I do have that historical building, so I want it to be abandoned. Would be okay, but I guess it's the new. Let's take that away. Of those away. Even I think that it is that mod that the older one perhaps was better in that sense. It didn't take away. It rebuilt the ones that were there. So yeah, but I mean, at the same time, I don't think it's going to be coming back into action. But yeah, I don't know what mod I've had that stopped that from happening. So I've had to take away a couple of mods because of the way that they couldn't get the game to work because of updates and stuff like that. And I've just. Yeah, I picked away everything that I had to, rather. I took away just about everything, and then I slowly built up with adding a new mod. It took me forever as well to get to this stage. But I'm hoping now that they will move people in here enough, and they will be moving around with the buses. And that the ones that I've taken away here will be enough to actually get people into these places so that I don't lose them. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. It's just a little annoying thing that, because if you build in a detailed way, you build it because that's the way you want it to look, so it's a bit annoying when they then disappear. Now let's explain a little more here then. I wanted a little park, so these two here is making up a little park by the parking place, and we have a gas station, and we have a little coffee shop, and this is supposed to be a sort of a flower shop. I think it's a good idea to have a flower shop right next to the cemetery. I mean, they do want flowers to leave at the grave, so yeah. And then I have some park buildings inside this area, and this is the church, and some of these what you call them I don't know, but it's graveyards for a little more rich people, and a little cafe within the cemetery, and a restroom, and just some park thingamajig, and dressed it up with a lot of palm trees along the ways that it goes here, and of course all these graveyards. I think it ended up quite nicely. I'm kind of pleased with it. So yeah, now I just want to try to have a little look if I can get this to work. After that, my plan for today is to try and get some fishing industry up and running. So, and I'm going to show you where we're going to do that. And for that, we're going to be so far away that we need to do some water fixture as well. Electricity isn't a problem because that goes through the roads, like you can see here. So, and as you can see, this road does not link up with this road, so this is a dead end here. Well, that's sort of funny to say, close to a cemetery, a dead end. But that's the way it is. Let's speed it up and see, and hope that these doesn't go away. Let's hope that we get people out to work at these places. It doesn't look good, and I don't want to do that all again. Let's see, the gas station in this village here was up the creek as well. Now the bank is having problem as well. This is weird. I mean, I'm putting in more people. More people are moving in. We do have 6,500 now. 77, 106 is coming in, 90. So there really should be enough people to really get to work there, but I guess they're picky. They don't want to work at the bank. They don't want to work at the gas station. So where do they want to work? Well, well. This is annoying. Really annoying, actually. Let's see what happens here. Will these lights... Well, somebody did go off. Let's see, 8 people. Will they start to work here? I think we have gotten up. Wasn't there 1 out of 12 there? So 3 new workers there. Let's hope that there will be enough workers before Smackaroni. Start working. Please start working there. I don't want to don't want those houses tear down. Now it's the pancakes. Who wouldn't want to work at a pancake store? That's ridiculous. Another one there. Well, let's see, what can we do? I don't want to... I mean, there's plenty of room in these as well, so I don't know what the problem is. I think... What's this? Maybe they're all working in these... at this area here. Well, that's sort of a problem as well. Only 400 workers out there, so they are not getting enough people. Yeah, that's, by the way, another thing. I built out this industry. I've got 3 bakeries here. I got 5 flour mills and some warehouses, and this, of course, a rusty warehouse which has crops in it. So yeah, that's getting bigger and better, and I've built an elder care and a child care and a high school, and we of course have an elementary school and all of that. organize things. Here we have some traffic problems actually. This is not good. How can I solve this? Boom, 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 boom. This is not good at all. Let's pause it while I think here, because of course they're getting in here and they want to go around, and why should they go around if they... Let's take away some cars here and see what happens. I think they're moving in, but if they're moving in, it's sort of stupid. Directorate Working Cemetery, what are you doing here? Going to Oslo 3? Is that where you're living? Holy smokes, what is he doing down in that village? That's a hell of a detour. Driving to a parking spot going to Oslo 3. Well, maybe it's been down there in some of the shops. Maybe it's been have a craving for some pancakes, perhaps. Well, let's see what happens now. This isn't good. This is not good at all. How do we fix this, lads? It's going way, way back here as well. Oh my god. How do I solve this? I could solve it like this. Let's do that for now. And just hope it's temporary because they are moving into the city, nothing else. Pancakes is getting irritatingly bad. Oh, school buses? I don't want school buses on my lines. Let's go into the line details, and we certainly don't want all those going into that. So let's place, let's say we have 30. And then select type. We only want these kind of buses, no other. Let's see what happens now. We can always do this as well. Let's see. What's one? School bus, remove. Bus, remove. Get this done, lads. Remove. Sorry about that ding-a-ling. Sorry about the ding-a-ling. I'm just going to turn off the sound from my telephone. I missed that. So sorry. That's done. I'll put it right in front of me so I can see what the time is, so we don't do this all day. Remove, and I can mark up several. And all the school buses here is going to be removed. Remove vehicles like that. Now let's see and hope that it will only be these. Oh, still go. Oh, only one but no, I want some buses. Hello. I do want some buses. I don't want it to be a completely empty line. Let's see what returning. Oh crap. Go back in here. We go in here. It's this line, and I want jump into the line. Select types, it's the A1, and we add vehicles then. Let's add 2. Let's see if they stay. People are waiting up there by the graveyard. And oh, look at this, only this one. The coffee shop is the only one now missing up here by the graveyard. Oh, there's parked cars here. I don't want them here. I want them to park in the slots. Not in the slots, but in the slots. And there's no parking here either. And no parking throughout the graveyard, of course. That's it. Now we have only this one that needs to get more workers. You can see we have a lot of people visiting their dead or relatives and stuff and friends. Nice, nice. Friendly people in my city. We need people to start working at this pancake before it disappears. Well, I'm gonna come back here before we end today's episode. Right now, let's see how many lives here. 1800. Yeah, I'm on episode 6 here today, and I still haven't released the first of the episodes. Look at this. It's an abandoned building. That won't come back, will it? I will have to tear that down and build it again. It's so annoying. It's a historical building. It should sort of just... I'll let it be like that for now. Maybe I'll get some rats in it and stuff like that. Something like that will move into it. And I guess this will be the same with this historical building. Oh, how frustrating. Let's... Yeah, you can also see that I have built a parking garage here and more parking spaces here, by the way. So, and I'm going to plop down some more Oslo houses here before I go over to start with today's real episode, or whatever we want to call it. Let's see. It is sort of irritating when things doesn't work out the way you have planned them, but you can never plan too much, of course. So like that, and then we go back with that one. Yes, that, and there, and there, there and there, there and there, and there and there. Now, bear with me, people. I will be up and running any second now with today's real episode thingamajig. I think I want it there actually, and then we can put a walkway between them, and we need to place out some possibility for them to park here as well. So I'm just going to do this little maneuver here, and I'm hoping that that will bring us in some people. You can see it's red. It's because we don't have anarchy turned on. So I'm just going to plop it down, and then I'm going to be going into this little place here, and we take away those and we mark it. We take back segways. We do rotate at center, and we will rotate with that so that those are straight. We take away segments so we don't bump into anything else while we're here. And let's start placing these. A little bit higher, like that. Then we copy it. Make the second parking space, and then the third one. So, do we have room? Yes, we certainly do. Lots of room here. Come on. Sort of. I don't know if it's me getting old or if it really is this hard to line it up so it looks good. But it is hard. It feels like I'm moving my mouse so extremely little, but still it jumps right out of me. So should we place some tree here as well? Nah, let's skip that, shall we? Now they can walk. What would be looking good might be, let's do a segment here to try and curve that like that. We have a smooth without any lines in that walkway. I do have to walk a bit further though, but yeah. Oh, let's see. We have all of these parking spaces now. What I am thinking is, no, not in this episode. No, you don't. Not in this episode, Mr. Xenso, you stay away from that. What my thought was actually was to do another big parking down here, but we'll skip that for now. Now I actually want to get going with today's episode, which will be the fishing industry. And the place where I want the fishing industry is actually way over on the other side of the map. I think I've told you guys in the very first episode, and here it is. And here we don't have any water flowing through the place, so we need to place something like that down. So I'm gonna start out here. Might be a bit weird perhaps to start out here, but I just want the water tower out here, which is this little thingamajig. It needs to be close to a road, so I want to place it somewhere around here. Of course it needs to be close to a road because of electricity, but also because that area there needs to be connected to a road. So I'll place that there. Then we do some water pipes to try and, it's not so, I'm not going to be striving to try and keep it really good here. I'm going to sort of stick to the road as much as I can. And I'm looking forward to this area getting up and running actually. Partly for the fishing, but I'm sort of longing to get the railroad up and running. So I need 12,000 people, I think it's in my city, and they will be going through the mountain here, which is cool. I think that's really cool. So like that, now we have water, we have electricity through the road. So I want housing here, people that should be working in the fish industry. So let's see, what kind of housing do I want? I think I have just a type of house that sort of remind me of a little, not a little perhaps, but a sort of a fishing village style. So let's see if I can find that. I can't remember the name of the house. I think it's King Leno who's done it, but and it really doesn't fit in anywhere else, I think, because it has such should I say big windows that it looks out of place when you do have when it's placed with other housings. Oh no, I couldn't find it here. No, there it is. Huh. Village Square. I think I mean, when you look at the windows, it sort of looks like it's, yeah, too big. Like giants are living in these houses, but it actually, if you don't place it next to Victoria houses and stuff like that, if you just sort of keep it like by itself, it doesn't look too big compared to cars and stuff like that, so that's good enough for me. And I want this, of course. This is village. This little village will hold the people that will be working in the fishing industry, as I said. So let's place out some parking spaces for them as well, so they don't have to park far away in some street. That's the last one there as well. Well, that doesn't look very nice, does it? That's not very nice. I don't want that last one. It's tough enough for the people that has to park in the situation there. Maybe I should build a key right down here. That could be good for them. Could be good for the people living in those houses as well. So let's see what we can find. We go into the new one here, bridges and piers, and I of course I want them to be able to walk on it, but I just want something like this, but with capability to walk on it, which of course I can't find. There's a lower level. Now the lower level doesn't really mean anything since you can't walk on it, but I don't want a lower level. There's a lower level, but I was pretty sure that there was actually, but then let's do this then. Let's see if we can't take this one and place it alongside this. I don't want to lose any house or something like that now. Like that, and then we go like that. Doesn't look very good actually, to be honest, but yeah, I guess it looks good enough perhaps. Let's do it all the way to there, like that. As I said, it doesn't look very beautiful in this situation here. I don't know how to cover up that end there, but let's see what we can do here. I just want to mark the nodes on this one now. And press shift to take away those again, even though they could have. And then I do like that and like that, and we take away that one. Now it's all, and we want it in that height. Yeah, looks okay. As I said, a little disappointed at the end there, but maybe we can do something. I will see if I can't sort of continue here a little bit like this. That's what I'm going to do. Have that annoying blue thingamajig there. I'm not going to be building any more, but I'm going to move this a bit so I hopefully get rid of that blue screen thingamajig. That's not very beautiful. But what I'm gonna do now is actually, let's get some rocks, perhaps. Perhaps we can find a rock or something that can break off that, this, that and the other. No, but that can break off this thingamajig here, so we sort of get this like that. That's good enough for me. And we have a little, yeah, that looks okay by me anyway. Do leave a like or a comment. Do comment if you like or dislike it. Let's see what we can do to get rid of those things in the key. We don't want to see the ground through the key, of course. Here is where it's at its worst, like that. Yeah, that's good. That's good enough for me. I think they should be happy, not people that lives there. Let's see. One thing that would, oh, you can see that it's not on the same level here, but I do wonder if I move it all the way up to that one, will they be sort of water? Crap. Oh crap. Right, should this one? Yeah, still not close enough, so let's move it a little bit closer. Closer, and then we do the same height, and then we go, maybe we move it a bit further. Oh, come on. It is paused and everything, and it jumps around like this, sort of annoying. Annoys the hell out of me anyway. And then we sort of place it like that, because since it is something that you can walk upon, maybe if we place this close enough, they can walk over to between these two here. I am going to be placing some pathways, of course, as well, but for now I just want to see what we can do about moving them in so that they sort of line up with everything, in order to, but I want this corner formed, and like that. Irritating when it creeps up on you like that. That didn't do anything good. I didn't get any closer to the house. Can't I move closer to the house? Yes, that's that. I think there I was able to get closer to the house, yes. And I want this one to be level as well. And I want this one to be level as well. Now it looks a little better. Oh, look at this, Mr. and Mrs. That's good. Now, of course, we have a node there, and what I want to do with that node, because it's actually quite good placed, I think that's quite a good place for it, I'll have a crossing, so that the people that lives on the other side can get out. We don't have to walk all the way out here to get to the place. But I think that's, is there a node here as well? I guess we do a crossing here as well. There shouldn't be too much traffic going through here, since it's only these houses, and these houses contain, let's see, 16 households per house, so it shouldn't be a problem. Let's just hope that people will live here. Right now I don't think, because there's no work, nothing, so we're gonna start our first work order. and that will be somewhere here. We're going to tear down that road because we want to build a fishing industry here, as I said. So let's build our first little harbour. Oh, I can't move it any further in. Oh, that's annoying. Well, let's place it there then. Let's change the road instead. Let's do like this, and we get the road. And we just have to have a little strange thingamajig there, like that. And now, of course, we need to do a line for them to pick up the fishes. Not sleeping with the fishes though, like in the gangster movies. Don't know how far I need to take this, but I think this should be enough, maybe even too much, but let's keep it like that. And then we'll take a look at the first boat that comes out. Will come any second now, I hope. Hello, where are you, little boaty? Oh hi, matey. Why aren't you starting? Here you go. Should we follow this little boat and see how much of it gets filled up? How much fish it gets? 6%. I think it's actually, it should be filling up to 100%. Might even have a little too much, but to be honest, when it's filled up to 100%, it speeds up, and it doesn't really make, unless it's getting halfway, and then sort of, what should I say? If it gets halfway through the line and reach 100%, that's where you sort of think that might be a little too far for it. But as long as you get 80-90% out of the line that have been made, so it shouldn't be a problem with the last bit being something that they speed up for. Now the funny thing here is that since we are at the end of the map, the water sort of disappear underneath them, which is a bit scary. At least I think it's a bit scary. Look at that, no water under the boat. No water. There, we are back on water. Floating in the air, we can see. 62%, let's hope that we get 100. It really is a far way back there as well. Some nice waves today as well. The weather allows for it to be a bit bumpy. Nice. Shouldn't be too far now though. So we probably should be ending up quite close to 100%, or maybe it just need to speed up in a very, well, it's certainly, did I really let them go that far away? I think it's going to be no problem getting up to 100. Let's see. Let's hope that it's not too far for them to go when it is reaching 100. You can see here now that reach 100 it speeds up. Yeah, I'm gonna let that be. I think that's good enough. That's good enough for me. That's actually good enough for me, for sure. Now, there are 6 boats here, and yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get something that I find a bit interesting. I'm gonna try and do, let's see, we're gonna have a warehouse here. And this warehouse, we need to give it some rules. We should only be, all local areas should be the entire map that we have. So yeah, and then we decide that this should be fish. So now the fish from this place should be loaded into this one. One truck is away. I guess it's going to leave fish in the other cities. Let's see if there's been, yeah, there's moved in a lot of people here now, so all fishing people. That's good, really good. Now, of course, it would be cool if we could have the fishing market here, and well, rather, I would rather say that it's a cool idea to have a fishing market here, but at the same time, it's kind of cool if we can get them to place that fish. We can place the fishing market somewhere up here. I think it would be a cool idea. So what I'm gonna try and see if I can squeeze it in here. So let's take away that road, and then we'll look at the fishing market. Let's find it. Let's see if it fits in there. Ooh, it just fits. That's a precise fit. Oh, we've become a big town. Congratulations to us, 8,500. I think there is some interesting things here. We have sport arenas, we have campus area, we have metro. Metro is always cool. It's an easy way to move people around. Intercity buses, blimps. I hardly ever use blimps, to be honest. I don't know. Really doesn't fit into my way of making cities, but yeah, sometimes I have used it for some. As if you follow my channel, you would probably know that. Now an IT cluster, interesting as well. And leisure specifications is also interesting. Here we have some new policies we can use, which is also kind of cool. And we can use dense or high density residential, commercial and office buildings. That's nice, that's really nice. Blimps and trade school path and stuff like that. And we have tool booth. We can use tool booth. That's another way to make money, but I don't feel that we have problems with money at the moment. We're gonna get these industries up and running really soon. We have a prison, so we can actually build upon our prison island if we want that now. So yeah, this looks like we can have some fun, guys and girls. This is looking good. We have the university as well, that's good. And we have the large elementary school, so I'm gonna be rebuilding in yeah, I'm gonna be showing you pretty soon what I'm gonna be rebuilding. Now we want another, or I want at least another warehouse here, and that's also going to be, and this is where I believe I could get into trouble. I'm gonna have an outgoing. No, actually I can have home only, yeah, but income we only want all local areas, because I want to get the fish from the other warehouse up to this one. I don't know if I can. I did try it out some when I shadow played this, so to speak, and it really did go. It really didn't go as good as I hoped and planned for. But yeah, we're just gonna have to see. And this is what I mean. I don't want this huge Japanese school here, which only takes 800 students, when I can have that a little smaller, large elementary school, which take 1,000 200, so let's find that one. Here it is, and we place it out here. Now we have a larger elementary school that leaves a smaller footprint. That's good. That's really good, I think. Let's see how it goes with that Starbucks or Sherlock Bucks. Yeah, they've gotten people to work there now, so no problems for them. Still have a high demand for residentials though. That's weird. And this is still abandoned, so I need to take this away and sort of rebuild it. So yeah, let's do that. Sorry to see you go, Pancake House. You were wonderful. You were wonderful. Let's see if we can't write pancake. No. We need to find it then. It's not very hard to find. It's the only one with a big sign on it. So let's hope I don't say too much. There it is. Our little pancake house. And that is of course too close to that one. I want it close to the other ones, and we need to be marking out buildings. Then we move it over there, and hopefully that will be giving it some more. Now this is a problem still with the traffic. Holy crap-a-roni. What should I do? Let's do another one of those. Just to get things up and running again. Now I don't know where all these traffic are coming and going from and what they are actually wanting to do here. I mean, it really shouldn't be this much traffic, to be honest. It's just a little square with some commercial zonings here. A huge amount of people going off the bus as well. So very strange. I'm hoping that it is because of that they moved into the city. So we'll move into this little village anyway. Now this little roundabout in a roundabout doesn't seem to be a very good idea. And I can't take away, I can't make it so that I can't take away the cars because they need to get to the parkings. I can take away, I cannot take away, oh, good. The farming has gotten one bigger. Oh, we got a maintenance building, that's good. Now anyway, I can't take away, as I said, I can't take away the cars because they need to get to the parkings. And I can't take away the buses because it's going to be stopping here because I want it to be central. I can't take away lorries because they need to deliver goods to all of this. I could take away taxis, but I don't think that the taxis are the ones causing any problems. I can't take away the SOS or the service vehicles, so I'm pretty much locked into not being able to take away any traffic at all. So that's a bit annoying. Now, as I said, I wanted, by the way, these houses are kind of cool. Sort of something that could have been here when this little village started. Old enough for being old, just like those things over there. But I got away from my thread here. I've always talked about a city hall, and believe you me not, I have actually found one. Puri, some Finnish city hall. This little here, which is small enough to be placed into this city. So I'm going to place it here. It's going to get over there, but I'm going to place it in the middle with move it so that it looks better. Oh crap. Like this, and we get a city hall, lads. We have a city hall in this little village. Ain't that cool? I think it's cool. So, now let's see what it says. The Pori Old Town Hall is a former town hall located in Pori, Finland. It was completed in 1841 by the design of German architect Carl Ludwig Engel. Model has 1530 police. Yeah, that's not interesting. I thought it was going to be more historical thing, but it's a town hall. I hope it works like a town hall, and it looks like a town hall. I think it looks great there. I think it works like a park building, it's a unique building, so it's sort of a park building with visitors, so it's going to be taking more people to this place, which is not something I perhaps wanted, since oh well. I'm thinking maybe we should be doing some parking slots here so people could park here. I think that would be a good idea. Let's see what kind of thingamajigs we can find, because I had this little thing in mind. Let's see if we can. This one. There are not very many, not that many parking spaces on it, but it sort of gives a nice look, I think, to this. Does it end there, or does it end? It does end there. And we have that little thingamajig fixed, right? No, we do not. That is far too... That's not close enough. Let's place it closer to each other, then we might be... Nope, I don't think there is room for one more. Like that. Yes, and then I was actually thinking that behind that there should go a road like this, and then follow along like this. Oh crap, let's just see if we turn off everything. We should be able to eyeball this, something like that, and into that one. There we go. And let's put everything back like this. Let's use move it to sort of get this a bit closer to everything here. Let's see, where did I find that one? Oh, come on. Stop being so annoying. With that, let's see if we can sort of get that one like that. I mean, it's sort of stupid anyway. I could be painting those. Let's do that. No problem. Like this. I'm gonna be painting this corner. I don't know what I should be. I probably will find something park-alike to place there, but no idea right now. I'm just going to be focus on making this finished. Now we do have some parking for the lads living there, and it looks kind of okay, I guess. Like that. Let's see. But I want to, before we go back to the fishing industry, I would love to see what happens here with the traffic. So I'm gonna stay here a little while just looking at things. There they go. It's got a nice flow at the moment, no problems whatsoever. So it's sort of strange. What I could do is actually turn off heavy traffic on these two roads. That means that the lorries will still reach them going either here or coming from around here. So that's, I think I'm going to do that actually, just to keep the lorries from getting into this through this way here. So just bear with me. It's kind of small roads anyway. So if I turn off the lorry capability of going there, will that smooth the traffic down? At least not be giving me such big problems. I'm hoping for that. Let's see what's going on here. We're 80 people moving in a week. Let's see. It looks okay. It looked like it was filling up. Sorry about that. I'm stuttering like a maniac, but it did look like there was filling up with traffic, but now it's slowed down again. No bigger problems. I think maybe these parking spaces here eased up it as well, because it could be that they were looking for parking spaces, so they were driving around looking for somewhere to park. I guess that's the downside to that, having that put into it with the parking. So I'm thinking maybe I should have a parking space here as well. It does take a lot of parking to when you put that thingamajig to when you activate that thingamajig. It does actually take a lot of parking spaces, but I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like to play like that. So now they do have more parking spaces. It's starting to fill up here. Why? Why are you going around here? Are you being a naughty boy going around because you can't get out of that one? They're kind of stuck here now in this endless loop here. That's actually, I'm gonna be doing this again, and hopefully it will be, this parking spot here will relieve it a bit. The other thing I could do actually is to put, which isn't the right way but could be to help here, is to let these have leave way for these guys here, so that these guys has to stop instead of these, which means that the ones in this inner circle here will be able to move along, because perhaps I should see this as a big roundabout, which means that it's more important for them to get around in this one than it is to get into this one and get around in that one. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see here now. It's last time, big guys, and if it gets filled up like that again, I will try that thingamajig. Now this is filled up with cars as well, so there are a shortage of parking spaces, that is for sure. So it might just be that they're driving around and around and around can't find somewhere to park. Why are they doing this? Maybe we should have another one here. I'm gonna build one more there. There's loads of parking space in such a little village, wouldn't you say? I would. Let's have that one there. Let's see if they'll use that one as well. And try to keep the cars to a minimum in this place here. What I could do, but I won't, is perhaps take away the possibility for the cars to drive in this lane here. Because if the cars would only go straight ahead, they can't get out here more than from this side then, of course. But if the cars can't drive here, no, they can't drive here either then. And then these, yeah, no, never mind me. That was a stupid idea. Oh crap, the rules are not in place here, it looks like. No, something has changed here. Like what? I don't know what. Same here. I don't. Maybe when I did those, yeah, the crossings. Yeah, that could be it. Hopefully that might have been the question or the answer to why things have gone so bad that they did. Let's hope for that. Oh, we have forgotten to put that back on. Now they're stopping there. It's kind of a problem that they stop here because that's where they fill up this roundabout thing, but they got free here this time. So yeah, let's hope that this will actually fix it. I'm gonna be coming back to this place, but for now I think we have fixed it. Let's see what happens here. No problems with people getting work here. What was it? I was going to take a look at, not the cemetery, the fishing industry. Do we get fish here? Yeah, 80 sold. 6% full. Yeah, the fish is moving. Lads, the fishing industry is getting fish up here. Marvelous. I wanted this to be a little village thingamajig with the fish market, so I did place it here in my pre-run to try and get it to work, and I just couldn't get the fish to be delivered here. I think it's got something to do with the traffic that I have turned off and stuff like that in this part of the city, but the traffic is moving smoothly here I think now, and all of the parking spaces are pretty much filled up. So yeah, it's a small city, but there sure is a lot of cars in the city, or in this, it's a small village. And yeah, another thing that I did off camera was actually painting these roads here with zebra. Every crossing here now has zebras. It looks good. Before we leave this place and go back to get more fish, I think I want a little football stadium here, because I think we've grown that much that we need a football stadium. It says the small one, but it is just a village with 1,932 inhabitants. Cool. Now, wouldn't you like to live here? I certainly would. I think it's nice. It's a nice place. I don't know. And this Oh, the park has gone up to second level here. Loads of people actually getting into this. That's actually quite nice to see. Cool, 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 cool. Loads of people parking here as well. Filling up the cemetery. Oh, I think this is turning out to be quite a nice little cemetery, or little, it's not that little, but yeah, it's a nice cemetery. I'm pleased with this, really pleased actually. A bit surprised that I made something that good, and yeah. So let's go over to the fishing industry, and I think when people are living here and stuff like that, we of course need to make this. Oh, we need to make a district out of this, or call it a village or whatever you want, but we need to make a district out of this for now. So just keep it like this, and we'll expand it the further we get later on. And we don't want it to be Belmont Hills, we want it to be Get Wet Quick. No, that's not how you click. That's how you spell it, right? Let's hope for that. Get Wet Quick is this. And this is where the bandits are. So we need a little police station. We need sort of a little thing of everything. So a little rural police station I think is good to have down here. We'll need a little small fire station like the Ghostbusters fire station, I guess. We little need this little hospital thingamajig, and we're actually gonna need some sort of garbage disposal as well. I think we're gonna have this one actually, a recycle center. I'm gonna place it right here, and of course this is not going to be used anywhere else but home only, so it's only going to take care of this little area here, the get wet quick area. Loads of people parking in these as well. Now another thing that we need is of course school, so we're going to have a small, I don't want a big one here. I could actually use the church, which will give me 50 students capacity. I think that would be enough actually. Yeah, let's go with this church here. There's always a church in all of these. So it's a fishing church. That's good enough for me. Yeah, now they should all be placed here. Let's hope so. Now they would perhaps be happier if they had a park or two or something like that. So let's place one little park here as well. I'm just going to be using this little favorite park that I have here. I'm going to place it as close to the church as I can without getting into the church like that. Yeah. There we go. How about the fishing? 3%, so we could use some more fisheries because we are selling fish. So I'm thinking maybe we should build another one on this. So let's take away some road here again, and we should build, let's see, fishery. Hickory dickory dot. And what's this? This is a fishing farm? Fish farm, yes. Let's place a fish farm right here. Like that. Yes. Good. And of course we want to get that road back. Like that. No electricity. There should be electricity. It goes through the road, you moron. Why does it say that it doesn't have not enough electricity? You have quite a lot of electricity. Stop annoying me like that, please. Maybe we should build one more of these little lights then. I could place one really close to this place here. Yeah, now they have electricity. And perhaps I would like to have some of these guys actually. Place 2 perhaps. 1 and 2. And then the same at this fishing place. 1 and 2. Like that. Now I don't believe I can, no. So I need to do this, touch this, and replace that one, and replace that one. And we've freed up that one. So now we should be able to, yes, and in the middle there, we want a crossing. And in the middle here, we want a crossing. So let's place it there, shall we? I want the people to be able to get over to the working place, of course. Now this is saying that there's not enough buyers for fish. That's weird. This is only at 3%, so it really shouldn't be any problems getting the fish over there. But yeah, that's a weird one. But we could also, to be honest, we could also be building out here. I think perhaps if we are lucky, this could be built outside of it. This is the fish factory. Yeah, but it doesn't fit in there. And if we build it there, there's no way for them to walk to that. We need to be making some new walkways then. Well, let's place it there and let's see what happens. Going to be interesting. It says that it doesn't have any fish. Not enough fish, so start producing fish down there. Don't tell me you don't have any fish now, or anywhere to place your fish now. Let's take away all the trees here. We have the bus depot and we have the taxi, and we do need a road maintenance perhaps. Is that possible now? Let's see, yes. Placed here. Yes. And we also need this park maintenance, which we can place right here. Yes. Now we need to be able to get over the road on this side. We can go there, but that's, well, yeah, that is good enough actually, to be honest. Now these lights doesn't look that they can get out here because the road is here. Whew. Let's see, shall we move this? Let's move this over here instead. And then we need to take away the trees back here, like that. Now it shouldn't be a problem for this one to go out and fix thingamajigs. Now we need more commercial zones, but I don't know if I dare. I don't want to lose these, and I don't want to lose these ones in here. But maybe, just maybe, I could be placing one or two really dense. Let's see what we have in the dense here. That could be looking okay. Bloomingdale? I think Bloomingdale needs a lot of beautification around it, so we have Dick's Sporting Goods. Will that fit into this? Yes, it will. I think we want it on that side, so it's closer to that walkway there. Do I want something else, or should this be enough? Home Depot is way too big. Macy's is also too big. Pottery Barn, that's a small little thing. We'll place it on this side of the road. Yes. Let's have a look at what they contain in amount of workers. 98 workers and 32 workers. So yeah, that's a lot of people working in a sporting goods store. But yeah, that's Pottery Barn. 32 working in that little Pottery Barn. There could be a sporting goods store. Is generally don't have that many people, but when you look, Pottery Barn is like an American version, I guess, of IKEA. And if I go to IKEA, I can certainly say that even if it's in that site, there would be 32 workers in IKEA. So yeah, I don't think that's the problem. Let's see how it goes here for the fishery. 130, so let's see how it goes here. We have only 2% left and no fishing here. Commercial zone goods. Maybe we should have a warehouse here as well that will actually take in that sort of thing. So let's place. We have a little bigger one. Will it fit in between these? Yeah, it will actually do, but I can't do it down there for the underground thingamajig. But let's have that one there, and we want this actually to be able to go everywhere and everywhere, and but we don't want to import goods, do we? Now let's have a look at this, and we're going to go down, go down, go down. Commercial zones goods. That's what we want. Maybe we'll get this up and running again, because it's goods like not enough buyers for the products. It should be left to the warehouse then and be put to use later on, but yeah, we don't know. Let's see what happens. Fish, we're not getting enough fishing here, but yeah, let's see how the industry of fish is doing. There's no stopping them taking up fish now. That's good. But I think they use these lorries to go all the way to that place. Now that's not very good. They should be placing it into these warehouses, but I don't think that you could. Well, we don't want to export. Let's take away that, and we just want get wet quick for them. So that should mean that all fishes from this place should be left to this one, and this one should distribute it to the other one, the other warehouse, if we're lucky. This one I will keep. I will let them drive all the way until I can see that we sort of get this to work. But we have our little fishing industry up and running. I hope you think it looks good. I think it's a cute little fishing village here with enough service buildings to keep them afloat or whatever we should say. And yeah, it's going to be interesting when we get the train installed into this little village. Looking at this, it looks kind of cool. Going into the tunnel here or coming out of the tunnel. Now I can see I've done something here which I have to regret. Let's get that back. I mean, it does look better to do what I did there, but I have noticed that this really messes with the train traffic, so you need to not do that. But maybe that's just when you have them crossing each other. So yeah, and I can't. I was going to redo that into a bridge sort of a thing, that little place there, not having the ground raised there. But anyway, now we have done that. We have this little thing up and running. We have Get Wet Quick has gotten 400 people living in this little area, this zone. I think this might have been a bad idea to have people coming and leaving the city right here, especially since I don't export the fish. Oh, that's now we do have it's working on the entire map, or should be working on the entire map, the cemetery. So let's hope that they get here before people start dying out of getting diseases from the dead person. Here we have a fishing farm. It's getting growth stage 1 out of 5. It was just 5 out of 5. Okay. And it goes away pretty quickly, so this one is 100% efficient. That good. And 4 out of 6 is away still of the trucks. I guess they have to get back before they will stay and leave the trucks, or leave the fish in this warehouse. And this is actually 7 out of 20 is away, moving fishes here. So let's hope that this will, let's see if we have any fishes in this one. Well, 5% full, so we do have fish here. We do have a little fish here, but nowhere near what I would have wanted to have, of course. Let's see, we are 0 in this commercial zone goods here. There's a fire. There's a fire. Now we could use more commercial zones and less industry. But yeah, never mind, we're not going to do that now. I'm actually thinking that we should be satisfied with this episode. You can see here that the people are parking. It's actually congested here as well. Oh, I can see the problem here. Okay, this is not good. The traffic is really backed up here, and it goes all the way to this place here, and it's all about people wanting to get into the housings there. So what I'm going to do, and hopefully relieve a bit here, is actually take this and this go into this one, and I want it straight, yes, and I'll take in the middle here and just pull it all the way down there. Now we should release a lot of traffic that way. Let's hope for it, and let's wait for it to happen. And then I'm gonna be building some things off camera as well. I'm gonna be making this area here finished by building a bit more housing here around this road here, perhaps fill up the city center with some things, and yeah, there's rubble there, burnt down. Now this is backed up, so, and they won't get out because these are backed up, so we're just gonna have to do like that, and then we're gonna have to see if that will happen again after the fix that I've done now. This is not something that I can rebuild unless I get, I mean, historical building has disappeared on it. It was an historical building. Oh my god. Oh, anyway, I need that disaster thingamajig. Is it in here? Yes, it is. This is disaster respond unit. It won't fit in there, will it? No. Where should I put this then? It's a humongous building, and I don't want it to be in the way of something else. Let's actually put it right here for now. Yeah, let's place it right there for now. And the helicopter goes away, and hopefully he will be checking that burnt house out, and then I can rebuild it. Oh no, there's no way to rebuild that. That's weird. So something has happened. Some mod has disappeared, because I could always rebuild stuff like that once the response unit had been there and searched through the rubble so nobody's gotten injured and stuff like that. Now the response unit is there, they're checking it out. Is everybody okay? There's no surviving people in this. They're searching through the rubbles nicely. Let's see if I get the option to rebuild it after that. That would be good. If not, I don't know. Taking some time though, and you just have to sit here and wait with me. Poor you guys. Come on. What is taking you so long? It's just a little rubbles. Don't have to take all day or week or whatever. Take off with that helicopter now. There are nobody still alive. This is taking some time. So yeah, I'm just hoping that once they are done, that I will be able to just press rebuild, and otherwise I really would love to find that mod again, because it's so much better than to be having to rebuild everything every time something burns or something like that. Of course you should, or I should always have enough capacity for something like that. You can see here we have a high demand for commercial, but we have nobody to work in them, so not enough workers to get into that one, and that's just enough workers in that one. not enough fish. They're still working on that one, so I'm gonna be, while you're still here, I'm gonna be building up some Oslo houses along this road here, just to get things started. And we want 3 in the gap, 3 at the gap, 3, and then that's what we will be satisfied with, and 3, then 3, and then 3, and we'll be satisfied with that, and then we plop, 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 plop down these little houses and see if they move in like that. Are they done now? No, they're still searching through the rubbles. That's really, somebody's been really burning there. Oh well, let's ignore that for now. Let's see if there's anything else I want to do before I call it for today. You can see here that there are not enough fish for this one. There are 2% fish here. The fish market are selling 130 a week. And this is not the way I want traffic to be, but I have nothing to say about that, I guess. But before we leave, I'm actually going to be building a tool booth here. So I'm going to tear down these 2 roads. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. And then we want a tool booth, and we want a one-way tool booth, and we want to go from that place, and we want it to go straight like this. Yes. Yes, we are straight like that, and then we take away this. Now this is going to look funny perhaps to you guys, but this is actually something, if you want to be able to have a 90-degree curve in your highway, which you shouldn't have, but if you want this 90 degrees, you have to build these roads first and then upgrade the road to the highway one like that, because otherwise they want to bend, because highway you should not be coming at 100 and something kilometers an hour in a curve like that, of course. And then I want it to be really expensive to enter my city from this way, since it's the only place where I do have some problems. And I'm gonna do like this actually. Since they are slowing down, I want them not to be able to choose where they want to go there, and not there either. We should do that in the middle. But here, this place is a good place for them to change lanes. But then after that, they should be staying in the road lane. So now, since they do slow down to 20 kilometers an hour, I think it is here, yes, it certainly is. That's a good place for them to change lanes as well then. I don't care about the traffic jams back here. The important thing is that it flows when they come into my city, so to speak. So the traffic jams between this place here and back here, I don't care about. It should be flowing after this place. It should be flowing all the way into my city for the best effect. Now let's see, we can rebuild this. This says it's ready for automatic rebuilding, but how do I press rebuild then? Let's see what happens. That's weird. It sort of looks like it's ready for automatic rebuild once demand for zone is up. Okay, that's what. And that's just abandon. Yeah, let's just let it go for now. And this, they're still burnt down. Wait for this hospital to visit the all boulders. Now the response unit is there and they have been working for quite a while now. Can I get the possibility to build it up again, or can it just build up automatically or whatever? Anyway, let them work with it then. I hope this sort of ended the problem with the cars here. It looks better. Doesn't seem to be congested here. I haven't forgotten to turn that back off again. No. So that looks good. The line isn't as long. It doesn't go all the way back now. So that's good as well. I like this. I think it's okay to see that. I'm not going to charge them for leaving the city. I'm only going to charge them for entering the city. There anyway. Let's see. Yeah, this doesn't look very pleasing. It seems like the water is just rising up from the ground there, but it was the only way for it to look good. I had to do like that, so yeah, that's the best I could do anyway. No problems here. They're coming and going without hesitation, and they're going without congestions all the way to this roundabout, and that looks empty and good. I really would love some resorts or something like that here later on, because I think that looks kind of pretty. So yeah. But anyway, is there anything else that I think we should be tackling in this episode before we call it quits? I don't think so. I guess I'll have to wait for that one off camera, or maybe we'll wait the entire next episode as well. There is one thing I would like to address. It's actually these road marking. Oh, a small town, we get trains. So next episode we will play with trains. Nice, isn't it? We get train, monorail, cable cars. Lots of other things here. Yeah, it looks interesting. We can use perhaps some of the new stations that Bad Peanut has made. Well, we're just going to go through a bit here what we are getting. Yeah, the hydro dam is an interesting thing as well, even though we don't really need any power at the moment. So 12,000 in population. What I was going to say is this: with this I have found a little bug in this intersection marking tool. You can see here this is supposed to be as white as the other things here, and in order to get that white I need to do like this. I take this one and I just object hide, and I can even do it on the own node, so to speak. So I just need to I'll just need to move it, so to speak. And this is not the only thing that this is just, I mean, a little less white isn't a big problem. What is not looking very good though is something that I will be showing you now. We need to go to another roundabout. I think I have it. Is it down here? No, it's down here then. I'm gonna show you. I know I have it pretty close here. Here we have one. Every time I save the game, and I get back into it, this happens to everything that has, when I do either grass or pavement, and I have to same thing here. I can use the same place as I to level it out, and it jumps down to the ground, and I don't know why it does that. It is quite annoying, because when you get the larger the city gets, the more of those problems you will get, of course. So I'm going down here to another place where I know I have grass as well, and on the other side, and I know that I put these down every single time I play my shadow play, so to speak, where I sort of plan out what I'm going to do from episode to episode, and it's the same time. It's the same thing every time I save it and get back into the game. This has happened. So yeah, it is a bug in that, but other than that, it's probably one of the best beautification. You can see we have that problem again. It is one of the best beautification mods there is, but I'm gonna try, as I said, I'm gonna try this instead. Holy smokes, let's do like that and that, and then we need to do that and that then. And then we have to do that again. Now let's see. I'm gonna do that off camera, see if I can get this to work properly. So you will not have to sit here and look at that. So I'm gonna call it quits for today, or for this episode anyway. I hope you have enjoyed it. You feel free to subscribe and leave a comment or like the video or something. Would be immensely appreciated, especially the subscribe one, of course, because it is nice to really show what one can do. I mean, I'm not among the really good ones, I know that, but I think I'm getting better and better, and it's probably a good thing to have a look at somebody that actually isn't that good from time to time, because most people aren't as good as some of the really great creators of City Skylines cities, but some of us need to see that well, that there is a possibility to get quite good, actually. I mean, I cannot say that I'm very good, but compared to how it looked when I started to play, I think I've actually gotten better and better, and it's getting more and more beautiful, and I think it might be a good idea to look at somebody struggling as well, and seeing that it's not impossible to develop into a better City Skyline player. So that was a lot of words for ending the video, but I'm gonna do that now. So as I said, I'll hope you take a look at my next episode, and I'll hope you have enjoyed this time, and stay safe out there in all the dangers that this world puts us into. Bye bye.